I'm Trevor's ex-wife. I didn't even know that. Now we all do. So, I want to keep this light and fun, but you guys remember Jan 6? No? Too soon? It was like a year and some months ago, like almost a year and a half ago. Like we're ready to move on, pretty much. No, I mean, they're still having the hearings, dragging their feet and whatever. Anyway, when all that was going on, I realized, because it was COVID and all these things happening, and I realized that we live in this kind of bubble here, this sort of microcosm of like a Venn diagram. Are you familiar with this concept? We have a circle over here, we got a circle over here, and then they come together and they overlap. You heard of that? Venn diagram? This joke is not gonna work. Thank you. Thank you. You'll make it work for me. Because on one side, this is my left, but your right, so think of this as the right side circle. We had, or still have now, it's coming back all of a sudden, people driving down the street with like flags on the back of their trucks, you know? Kind of like this, like they're driving a big old macho fucking Dodge Compensator or whatever. But they got the little out the back, you know. And sometimes I saw a little tiny car with rocking a full flag. Sometimes you have the little ones that are party favorite kind of flags, but two big old flags on like a Miata. It's the kind of shit you used to see once in a while, and you just know that was a crazy person. You'd pull up at a stop light next to them and be like, hey, don't make eye contact. But then it became de rigueur, you know, just everywhere. You'd see them going down the road, and sometimes you see like a combo of flags. You could see, like the one I saw a couple days ago. One was the American flag. You're familiar with this one. I think we were all American. And then next one was, it looked like a riff on the American flag. It was the same pattern, but it was black and white with a blue stripe in the middle. I figured it was Antifa or something. I mean, who else would do a riff on the American flag like that? But, I was informed that it's the back the blue or like lick the boot or something like that. And sometimes you see the lick the boot right next to the yellow flag with a little snake on it. It says, "Don't tread on me." And they're right next to each other. Because cognitive dissonance is a hell of a drug. Whatever. It's like cocaine, or whatever you're into. And so we have that phenomenon. It's still happening. And then over on this side, we have the kind of like ridge, hippie, lefty kind of crystal rubbing, white people with dreadlocks and like raw milk and whatever they're into. And 5G, chemtrails, and, you know, the government's after us. I'm like, I'm kind of down over on this side. And then they overlap. There's this weird little overlap that happens right there. It's like a sweet spot right there. She was our mayor for a while, but anyway, not to get political. Anyway, I got some Renette haters in the house. Shame on you. She stepped up, not down. She stepped up. She's running for governor now. Anyway, I don't want to get all specific like that, but there is this sweet spot where they overlap. Like, and I think about when I saw the Gen 6 thing, when they're like the wildlings are climbing the wall. and it was this crazy, you know, just dumb fucks descended on the Capitol. I'm like, what is happening? Okay. It was the janky version, of course, of a coup. It was like the coup. Yeah, you heard me right. Coup. And but one of the people we saw, one of the stars was the one dude with antlers or horns, and he had face paint, remember, and patches of skin. He called himself a shaman. Remember this guy? You know what I'm talking about? Now, if you were like me, when you saw that guy, did you think, please don't be from here. Please don't be from Nevada County. Because he looks kind of familiar, right? He looks like you might run into him at Mother Truckers or Abu Tech or whatever, or in that little roundabout in front of the co-op, you know, yelling about masks. And anyway, they overlapped. I think it was the vaccines that did it. There's this overlap, and I like to think of that sweet spot in the middle as QAnanda. It's pretty good, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a joke that only works locally. try that shit anywhere else. They're like, QAnon, duh? Huh. Anyway, that's all. I guess 5 minutes is probably up by now. So, good night, everybody.
Tom Wolf, everybody. The one, the only, the lone.